listeners, Harika here, and I'm super excited to welcome you to UppTalk. If you're ready to learn and get your hands work wonders in the world of information technology, then you're in the right place. When I say UppTalk, we are not just another edtech company. Consider we are your learning partner committed to unlocking your full potential. Whether you're stepping into the world of technology for the first time or looking to advance your career, we provide top-tier, hands-on courses to build up your career. Let's take our first step towards learning here and explore it.
Basically, the way we'll be proceeding in the training is like this one. We will start with the report writer and the first. We will start with the report writer. After report writer, we will go with the calculated fields, then the integration components, EIB. Then we will start with the core connector integrations, integration security. Then we will learn about connector with the EIS data initialization service, then change reduction. After that, we will go with additional connectors X, ML, XL, TX bar. This is the coding part. This document transformation in X, ML, XSLT. All these are coding part, and then again we will know about the inbound APIs and other integration systems. This is how we are going to proceed in the training session. I'm not able to post this in the chat. I don't see any jack option actually, otherwise I would have shared anyways. You can take screenshot if you want. These are the topics we are going to learn. That's really now our integration. Yesterday we were discussing about the integration. Integration of Workday integration is actually one interface which will transmit data from one system to another system. Before I proceed, I'll just give you the high level understanding of the integration and integration time. Yesterday we were discussing about the multiple systems in any company. Basically, let's say your company is having about day as a HR system and when a DP as a payroll system, then in a Concur HR investment system. Then there is another time system. Your data is getting created in just one system, your core HR system. That is your Workday, and then that data is sent from Workday to all those systems. When you log in into Concur or A, D, P or anywhere, then you will be able to see your profile. You're not creating your profile separately there in state. You will be able to see the data, whatever you have updated in the birthday. This is possible via integration. We build integration which generally used to extract data from Workday and deliver data to the other downstream systems. There will be some frequent terms I'll be using. One is downstream system, and before this I will use these terms. First of all, integration, and in integrations there are 4 times odd bond in bond types based on direction, then by direction, and then for OMA, and here means for odd. In our bond integration system, the daily data will be extracted from Workday and it will be sent to downstream systems. Downstream systems are systems which is actually consuming data from Workday. For example, what days are for HR system and ADBS? The ADP is the payroll system. ADP is consuming data from Workday, in this case about. There will be the source system, upstream system, and the ADP is the downstream system. Why we use don't seem to some terms because when you join any company, then you will be able to see many our system. Collectively we call those system at the on-scene system and later based on each and every vendor. You will be having different requirements, different issues, and you are going to deal with it now. Integrations are in a based on direction there. There are four kinds of integrations. The integration one is from Workday to other system. We call this as odd bond integrations. Then in bond integration will be other system. What they will be consuming data from other system. For example, you are submitting timesheet in some other system and you want to have that data in Workday because you want to calculate the approvals and all. To calculate the leave approvals or anything, you need data from other system. You are getting data from other system. In that case, we will be building in bond integration, then bi-directional integration. You can say like you are sending something to Workday, something to other system, and then other system is sending data back to Workday, or other system is sending data to Workday, and then post-processing Workday is sending data to other system. This text is fine, right? I mean, it's not that small. You are able to see this. All this is very clear, right? Yes, cool. This bi-directional integration means something is coming into Workday and Workday is sending feedback. That's a bi-directional integration, or if other system, Workday sending data to other system, another system is sending data back to Workday. That's a bi-directional integration. This is rare. We generally don't work much in this bidirectional integration. Then there is boomerang integration. Boomerang integration means the source will be Workday and the target will be Workday. Let's say you have some data in the in bug basis some, let's say to hire any worker in Workday. We create job requisitions and we create positions. Now let's say you. When I hired you and I created position for you, you fill that position. You got hired in the company and after 6 months you just left the company. When you left the company, then position was still open. When you left, the company position is open. Basically, that is an unnecessary position in the system and I really don't want those kind of position open in the system. It is unnecessary increasing the data load. What I will do is I will create an boomerang integration that will run every day. Identify those kind of positions which are opening to one day and it will automatically close all those positions which are unnecessary open in the workday. Here what is happening? I am getting data from the workday and then I am doing transaction in both days. There is no third party involved. This is what we call boomerang integration. It's a simple, like, there's a play boom boom, bring game as well, right? It's kind of, that one only. These are the terms, I'm going to use frequently, or bond integration. In bond integration, these two terms are here. We are not going to discuss anything about this too in, the whole training session, but I just gave you idea. Like, this is also we have. And then don't send system. You're clear, right? Like, whichever is the target system which is consuming data from Workday collectively. We call all those system as Thomson systems. For example, yesterday we were discussing what they do ADP, what they do Conquer, what they do that time. Tracking systems. All those mean apart from what they all the other systems are dancing systems. Sometimes it happens like what days. Also, consuming data from others is a very simple. Let's say in your company, repetition job, requisition job positions are handled by some other, vendors. If when you get hired, then some from any other system, whichever is managing the requisitions and positions, they are sending data. They are sending data to Workday, and those requisitions and positions are getting created into Workday, and then your profile is getting created. Here we are getting data from another absence system, in this case Workday is a dancing system. It is pretty much simple. The source is the absent system. The target is the down system in equation. You know these directions and all know, right? Can you list on the downstream systems under this? Don't. Since systems are not, static, it varies, from company to company. For example, yesterday I took example of Workday and mother system tried like the Workday. And there is another system, ADP, which is consuming data from Workday. Then Concur is consuming data from Workday. In this particular case, ADP and Concur is downstream system. Workday is the absent system. Source system looks like same output, right? Workday to other system. Same thing is doing here, right, in the downstream also. Yes, I mean down system. System is just a term. I mean here in the. We know this other system which I have mentioned here. This is downstream system. The examples which I have given, all those are not born integrations. You can see or you can see. All those systems are downstream system as well. Again, these are the integration types. And now let's come to the actual things reporting. Reporting, what do you understand from the term reporting? I mean, many of you have worked on. We know some reportings in whatever technology and in a HR domain and multiple domains you have worked on. In eating all of those domains, it might be may have encountered. Like your manager is asking some report kind of thing like how much progress you have done or no kind of data of your team and all. What do you exactly understand from the reporting? Anyone? We can visualize the data in graphical format. Anyone else? That's actually correct, but little bit correction there. It's not, always been a visualization, format. It's like, let's say, if I ask you to know, let's say you are in your hometown, in your society, and there are, and very flats in your society. If I ask you to, create a report in which I want to see, like, who are the owners from which locations on all those owners are. What you will do is you will start, you will use pen and paper in that. Yes, mostly, or maybe no, Excel sheet in Excel sheet. Basically, you will, Intel, each and every flag, and you will add multiple columns there. Like, this is the owner name. This is the honest location. This is the honest email address. It's honest phone number. It's kind of, report you are building. You are building a report in which you are extracting all the details of the owners of all the flats in your society. It's like, a one collective data where you are reporting everything. You are getting all the details. That's the kind of reporting in reporting. There are multiple uses. Let's say your company is based in multiple countries. Let's say in India, Australia, US, Canada. Your company is establishing all this location. Now your chief, it's the QP want to know like how many employees are working in India? How many employees are working in Australia? What are those employees? What are those? Designation, how much salary they are offering in, India. How much salary they're offering in Australia. How much money is getting it? There is. They're spending in India. These are details, basically the data. They want the data in one particular format. And this is what we call it. Reporting. You understood what is reporting. One of what kind of scenarios you will get. Basically, we will learn about the reporting in this reporting. What we will learn is we will learn about the Workday standard reports. And then we will learn about the custom reports. What they are. Standard reports are Workday delivered reports. When I say daily word means whoever has created this product Workday. They have incorporated all those objects. Daily word means by default. Whenever you purchase this product, the license, you will be able to get all those objects in the system as well. Custom reports, wherever I use term custom, you understand those reports. Those objects are built by us. We are going to create those objects in the system. When I'm saying object can be anything. For example, custom report, that is an object. Field, that is an object. Inside, that is an object. Each and everything is an object in the Workday. Whenever I mention a daily word and custom, you just understand. Daily word means that is created by Workday itself. We are not creating that. We will be just using that. And whenever I say custom, you understand like we are creating. Workday is not delivering that. We are creating based on our requirements. I want something else. I want some different kind of bills involving. Basically, those are created by us and we call those as custom objects here. When we talk about the reporting, then also we have two kinds of reporting. The one is Workday standard reports. There are some reports which are delivered by what they created by Workday itself, and there are custom reports. These custom reports will be reports which we will be creating in the system. Now I'm going to Workday. Here in Workday, you will be able to see, in this search box you will be able to see two things. One is report, other is task, reports and tasks. There are some reports in which you can take any actions, and there are some reports where you can take action. We will discuss about these things in detail later, but you just remember when you search anything, for example, I mentioned create in this, create integration. I just meant you pressed enter U here. Task and report, and here you will be able to see whether that's a task or that is a report. This is a task here. We used to create integrations. And this is security group. Like this you will be able to see. Some other options which will be reports. When you type anything, you will be able to see two things in the task and report. One is the task and other is the reports. Here whenever you need to take actions. For example, you want to create something in the system. To create something in the system, you will be able to see the task. You are going to use the task. But whenever you need data, you want to understand the data in the system there. You will be able to see the memory for example, here if I search view security group, see here in the task and report, you are able to see the report. When I click on this one, it will ask for which security group you want to see. Let's say if I give HR admin, I'm selecting this one. Error admin, when I click on this, is giving me all the details. I mean, whoever has configured, the security group, whatever that person has configured, you will be able to see. Basically, you won't be able to do any. You won't be able to take any action from here. But you will be able to. This is just a report. If you want to take action on this security group, this is what we call related action. This triple dot. This is what called related action. If you need to do something, if you need to if you want to understand in detail, and if you want to see what are the options we have, for the security group, you can just click on this and you will be able to see the options. The tenant is a bit slow. In general, when you work in any company, that tenant it's not, this much slow. It will be pretty much fast. This is GMS tenant. This is for learning. Actually, many people are creating many things here in system. That's why this tenant is slow. That's fine. Now, when I click on this, this triple dot, this is related action. Then I can see multiple options here. From here, you can take action. What I'm trying to say is here, when you search anything in the search box, you will be able to see two things in the task and report. One is the task, that is the report. The task are the items where you are going to actually create, you are going to take actions, and there will be reporting in reporting whenever you get the reports. When you search, when you click, sometimes it will ask for some inputs. Sometimes it won't ask anything. It will simply generate the data in a report format, in a field and column format. Now, in Workday, there is one interesting thing Workday has given up pretty much. Book is a very smart tool. And when I invoke it, there are too many objects. We have, for example, the core security groups. We know integration system, calculated face space. There are many things to make things easier. What Workday has given is free prefixes. Prefixes means you can, just type here question mark. You will get all the prefixes. The job of prefix is it makes your searching easier. For example, if you want to search any custom report, what you can do is you just mention R, D, colon, and name of the report. You will get the name of the report, all the reports. If you want to search integration in the system, type int, wise, colon, and then type the integration name. You will be able to see the integrations. Let me show you here. This question marks will give you all the prefixes, and we know that prefix is used for. You know what purpose. That will be mentioned here. Here. If you see, this, ignore this and a T, but you can. Just if you need to search address, you can just mention address. You see, if you need to search integration system, what you are going to use is you are going to use ints, y. These are the most frequent. This is the M, as tenant. You can see multiple things there, but we know you have to segregate. You're not going to each and every prefix, but some of the prefixes you are going to use on a regular basis. For example, this initialize, this is a very common. Let me give you what are all the prefixes you are going to use while searching. This is for to search for a report, then added colon will be used for searching report definition. Then in initialize, this will be used for searching integrations, then or this will be used for searching organizations, JR, then JR, this is job requisitions. Mostly you are going to use this work very frequently. Just remember how exactly this works. Let me show you here. I have created some reports. What I will do is, I'll just mention Ardganish. Enter in end is actually really slow. You see, I have created whatever report when I have created, where I have mentioned, my name. This is giving me everything. All the report And if I need to see the report definition, I can see a report definition from here as well. But when I click on this one, this will directly be executed because this is a report, and here, if I search with RAT, this will give the report definitions. You see, here you are getting the report definition. Only earlier you were getting report and there was a separate link for report definition. If you need to search report, you are going to search by art column. Then you can mention the report name. If you want to search a report definitions, you just mention red column. Then the whatever report names. You don't need to remember exactly the report names. But let's say you created 10 reports or 20 reports in which we don't remember the exact report name. Instead, you remember, some portion of the name. For example, you are creating a benefits report. You don't know the exact name, but you know benefits. This has been red colon benefits. You will be able to, search your report, whatever you have created, then add, and then there is another one, integration for integration. We are going to use the int size colon. Whenever you enter int size colon and you have to put a little bit of your integration system name, maybe it would be, your integration ID or, integration name. For example, you are creating one integration for ADP. You are working in the company. Now there are some issues in ADP integration. Someone has raised that issue and you don't know the integration name. You don't know the integration ID, but you know like what they're sending data to this downtown system, ADP. In those cases, what you can do is you can simply type in size colon ADP. It will give the integration name if that ADP is mentioned in the integration name. If they are not mentioning anything in the description, which is rare. Whenever we create integration, we used to write names in a descriptive way that everyone understand why this integration has been built for and to be system. This integration has been built. Integrations are designed in that way. If you know the vendor name or the downstream name, you can just mention in size colon the vendor name or anything whatever you know about the integration this type. You will be able to see those integrations here. I just entered in CIS colon int and whatever integration names which contains int in the name, all those integrations you are able to see here. There is option of view more. When I'll click on view more, then you will be having more options. I'm not going to click on. It's really slow. I'm not going to click on this, but when you will be exploring, when you will get the access, you just try to explore the clicking on more, and then you will be able to see many more integration systems. These are the prefixes. Just try to remember some of the prefixes. Whatever I have mentioned, I would rather say, whatever I am typing here in the notepad. I will say you just take notes. I'll type very only important things there in the notepad, and if there's any issue, you can just stop me and ask questions. You're clear with the prefixes. Any question on prefix? What is prefix? Why do we use prefix? No. I have a question. When you look for the security group, you selected admin and you got a bunch of options there. How do you know which one to choose? They are pretty much similar type of Workday admin, Workday administration out of it. How would you know? That that was just example, I just tried to, to search whenever you will. You will get those kind of things when you will actually start working. Then you will be having idea, you will be happy. Exact names, what exactly you need to look for, what exact item you need to work on. Let's say, if they're asking to modify some security, they will give the security name. Then only you will be able to modify, and gradually you will understand support integrations also. We generally use to create security groups. When we create security group, we mention security integration ID in the security group as well. We know for which integration we have created the security group. Whenever in future we need to modify, we will simply search the security group by integration ID, and you will be able to do the necessary actions. Don't worry about that thing. I was just showing. This is how when you type anything in search and when you get reports. Some of the reports are some inputs. When you put some input, it actually told you that it is. You won't be able to take access directly. It will show you only details of that object. That was, something I was solving. Anything else apart from that. You have finished. I have a concern this definition. If you click on it, what type of file it will open? See, basically, you know that. Anyways, we are going to discuss later in report. See, when you create a report, there is a report definition and there is report execution in which you will be able to see data. When I talk about report, there is two things and then I'll show you report. One is a report run which shows data, and second is report definition which shows the report design. This is our build part. This is our building part whenever we are creating the designing the development part. This is your output. You have already built the product and this is our photos here. Let me show you what is the difference between the board definition report. Let's say I am opening this report definition, some clicking opening in a new tab. See here you don't see any kind of data, right? It is this is a report definition where I have configured from this business object is many fields I am pitching. And what are the filters of filters? Basically, this is a development part of a design part. This is report definition. And what I mean not from report is when you go here and just run this report. This is actually a report. This is output. There I showed you two things, report and report definition. Report definition. I showed you how it looks like. But when you click on report, then it will ask for some some inputs. When you will put that inputs that will generate data in this format. This is what we call report. Got it? Got it? Thank you. Yep, clear, right? Yes. Now let's come to what the standard reports. Prefixes. You are clear. There is no question there. Then we know this report. You understood. When I say report, what does that mean? And when I say a report definition, what does that mean? You're clear right now. Let's see what they standard report. Let's see, whatever reports delivered by birthday. There is one task in Workday as standard reports. You can note this down, Workday standard report. Yes, about then the standard report. See, this Workday as standard report is a report. When I'll click on this, this will be executed and this will create a data in this format. with different set of fields and columns. Let me create on this one, this Workday. A standard report means Workday delivered reports. Let me mention Staffy. There are 169 items here. I have select one categories. You can run without selecting any categories when you will be flowing. This will be one activity for you today. You can note it down. This is actually about the delivered reports. These are reports which we have not created. These are reports supplied the Workday itself when they launched this product. To get all those reports, what you need to do is you need to type Workday Standard Report, click on Workday Standard Reports. Do not put anything in report categories and just run the report. Here, I'm just removing all the categories running this view. There are total 5016 reports delivered by Workday. Now there is no filter applied. Basically, this has generated all the delivered reports in all the categories. What is your activity will be is you need to explore, what are these reports. You don't need to explore each and every report, but you need to just, visualize this, like what is the name of the report? What is the description? Why that report, has been created? What are the types of the delivered reports? Whether that report is schedulable or not. These are the security domains required to access. We know that report, all these 506 reports are delivered by, but we have not created this report now. The question is why Workday is delivering that report. See, the thing is, there are some, common things. Whenever you do some activity, there are some conventional things when after office, when you go to home. There are certain things which you do on a regular visit. Like you have your dinner, you have your lunch, then you go to sleep, and all those things are regular things. Which you are going to do daily, every day. Basically, what day is going for regular thing. For regular kind of data, they have already delivered some reports. You don't need to create data. For example, if you want to find the advisors, they have already given one report, find advisors. You can just run that find advisor report, and you will be able to see all the advisors. Now let's say, these are generatings, for example, in integration system. If we talk about, let's say, what day is the HR system? AD. P is again payroll system, and Concur is the time trial reimbursement system. Here, there are certain data which every system requires. Your employee ID, your employee name, that is required by ADP in ADP also. You want to see your name only, not like we know in Workday, you want to see your name as Apple. But in ADP, you want to see your name as Mango. Nobody does that. That's a conventional thing, right? If your name is Apple, you are going to update your name Apple in the Workday, and you want to see the same name in other terms in systems also. In this case, if you see there are some common data. Each and every system is asking for some common data, your name now, let's say. If every system is asking for some common things, we should be having some as a center dice objects. And that's what Workday is delivering. Workday has created reports where they have mentioned common things. If someone is asking the same common thing, then you can simply use that report. If people are asking for some different customizations, if they want some more fields in that report, what you can do is you can just copy that custom report, utilize that report. Let's say 6% of the report. They know you are working on the body you saw, on delivered it, and whatever requirement you have thought you saw, 60% of the requirement is matching in that report. You have to work on only 40% of the data. What you will do is you will just copy that report. Whatever columns you know they are looking for, and whatever columns you know that is already there in the report, you will keep those columns. Just match and keep those columns if there is. If there are some phase which they are asking and that is not there in the custom report, in that delivered report, then you just add those fields in the new report which you have copied. You know what they has given this many reports? Just For the simplification, we get the idea. You know how and where the fields are stored. Now, if there are, more common things, we can just simply utilize these delivered reports. If there is any kind of customizations required, then we can copy the custom report. His delivered reports here. For example, let me show you this is the list of all the delivered reports if we talk about here. This is where we apply filter in the report. When you will click on this one, you will get option to apply filter. Now here, if I free any, you see if I want to see, all the workers who had received the offer letter, accepted the offer letter, but did not join the company, there is one custom report. We have no show event detail report. They have not joined the company. Now if I open this custom report, it's delivered report. These are not custom report. These are delivered report. If I open this report and if I want to run, I can just simply go and run this report. There is no data actually. Basically, what I did is, this is a Workday delivered report. This Workday delivered report is offering some of the fields and values. These are the fields they have, configured in the report. For example, event pre-hire, evented supervisory organization, manager hiring restrictions, a status marked as no completion rate. These are the columns they have added in this, delivered report. Now let's say if I want these many details, or let's say, if I don't need this one completion date, I just need the 6 fields from this report. I can simply use this report instead of creating a new one. Now let's say this is a delivered report which is offering 8 fields in the report, but I need couple of more fields. Let's say I need we not in more films. What I will do is I'll just copy this report, this delivered report. See, there isn't one option of copy. Copy a standard report. When I click on copy, it will ask that new report name and if that put within pottery, and all this something we are going to discuss in detail later. Now I can copy this custom report. Click and see here you have option to edit fields. You can remove some of the fields. You can add fields. Let's say someone has asked you to show the no show events. This report is already for no show events. And just see whatever what are the fields they are requesting. If the field whatever they are requesting is already there in this delivered report, you just say this delivered report with them. They will be able to see the data. You will be also be able to see the data. Now, let's say they have asked for something. Yes, they have asked you to add some more fields in this report. You can simply copy that delivered reports and there you can add other columns as well. Whatever column they are asking, we know you can add those columns over here. Your task will be today, but we know today what you need to do is first of all you need to explore the Workday, your profile, your notification book, my task, all these things you need to explore. Then your second activity will be explore Workday standard reports. See in which category, what kind of report are there. Try to run that report and then try to copy some report. This would be activity for you today. The layer. Anyone is having any issues? I'm going to explain a little bit more in this. Standard reports. Are you able to understand what is delivered? Reports. Can anyone answer? You know what exactly you understood from the term delivered reports or Workday standard report. Delivered reports are the reports, made by the Workday, not by us. The customer reports too are done by us, like And now we know there are certain clauses here. Basically, you can't make any kind of changes in the delivered report. If you try to edit this delivered report, you won't be able to do that. If you need to edit any delivered report, what you need to do is you need to copy copy this standard report in. When you copy that standard report, that will become a custom report. You just need to copy this standard report, create a custom report there. You can edit the custom report. If you want to remove the face, you will be able to do that. If you want to add the face, you will be able to do that. If you want to apply filter, you will be able to do that. But in this delivered report, you won't be able to do anything. This is the clouds, now the second class. But we can add or delete we can add some more columns, right? No, you can't do here. I am able to do because I have copied this report. When you copy the report, then it becomes a custom report. Got it. In a standard report, you won't be able to do anything. You will be able to just run the report now this delivered. Reports are of two types. Here, let me open this notepad activity will be explore Workday, a standard report. You just explore and just take, just build some, builds kind of thing. This is when you need to explore, you need to type Workday standard report in the search box. When you type, if you want to see reports for a specific category, just mention the category, click on. If you want to see, all the delivered reports, simply click on. It will show you all the delivered reports. Now, in delivered reports, you won't be able to edit, delete, update or anything in the delivered reports. If you want to add some fields, remove some fields in the delivered report. You need to copy that standard report in a custom report. Then only you will be able to do that. Now second part. Here is second class is here a standard. Reports are of two types. One is report writer and second is expression. The difference is report writer. You will be able to copy and then customize. You can also view the report. You view, copy, and then customize. Customize the copied one. Not the standard one copied in its pressure report. Basically, you will be able to only view the data you won't be able to copy, cannot be copied or customized. This is the main difference between report writer and expression report here. If you see there are two kind of reports, see there is report writer and expression. You won't be able to see any other. Third type of report, there will be just two type of report. One is expression, other is report. A report writer reports you will be able to copy and then you will be able to customize as well. Basically, when you when you copy a standard report, it will becomes a custom report and custom reports are customizable. You can, make changes in the custom report. But here, let's say if I open this one, view worker time eligibility rule. Let's say I'm opening this one. This is the expression report. This is just the iTask. What you need to do is you need to type here, I'm canceling this one, view worker time eligibility. View worker time eligibility rule. This is a report and here if I search for any report, if I see any, then this is something, is actually, you won't be able to actually, copy or do something. This is something is not a report. This is a report expression report here. You cannot, just copy and, make changes. Just something you can think as a task here. You know what exactly, whether it's a task or thing. That's a different thing. But what you need to remember here is there is a basic difference between express report and report writer. Report writer can be copied. Express reports cannot be copied. And both these reports are, delivered by working you won't work on. You know much on this, expression, and also you won't work much on this report writer. But let's say when you joined any company, you got reporting domain. When you get any reporting domain, this is not a specific training for report. This is for integration, but when you will actually do the training for report, then you will have to understand each and every part of this report because people will be reaching out to you for multiple reports. You should know what are the reports you know already. They are already in the system, and what are all the reports for which you need to create a report. For that understanding you need to do. But from integration side, you just understand there are two kind of delivered report. One is expression, other is report writer. You can use, you can copy report writer reports, but you will not be able to copy expression reports. This one clear. Now next thing is how to run a standard report. I showed you. This is the standard report. If you want to open, you can click on this triple dot. Also, you can search that report name here. Also again, search box here in a standard report you will be able to. You will get the option to run the standard report, and when you will open the standard report, run the standard report, then you will be able to copy as well. You will be able to copy that report, and you can customize as well. Now, next thing, what you need to the next activity. Which you need to do is here. Now you know what is Workday standard reports. You can open some of the standard report as well. Your next activity will be here. You already explored Workday standard report copy. Your first section will be copy standard. But I have showed you how to copy a standard report. Copy a standard report and give name with your prefix that you can identify when you will copy and when you will create anything in your system. Let's say you are creating a custom report or you're copying any report. Try to mention your name. For example, I can mention C. I am mentioning my full name whenever I creating anything, but I can mention GAN. GAN just to identify that this report has been created by me. I'll say, whenever you create reports, you copy reports, then you also mention name of some part of your name, prefix of your name. Anything that you identify, otherwise you see you are 6 people in, 5 to 6 people here. If you copy same report and if you don't, give anything with the name, then the same. When you will search that report, you will be able to say 6 reports in the tenant, right? Because the same tenant is being shared with everyone. You are working on the same tenant simultaneously. When you will copy report, just put some part of your name that you understand what is, which report is created by you. Here your activity will be a prefix of your name and then custom report name, or let's say report name. You need to copy, because copy one of the standard report, and you will be able to copy this only for report writer, it writer type of delivered report, express report. Anyways, you will not be able to just copy one standard report. Give your prefix as a name, and then whatever the report name is that you understand this report is created by you. Second activity will be explore what all the options you can see in copy. What this means is here. If I am copying, let's say this is the report, there is one report, active employees. This is active employees. This is one of the delivery reports, what you have to see everyone use. This active employee report, only that you will be insane. I'm just mentioning the report name here, active employees. Copy a standard report, active employees. To copy, what you need to do is you just go to here, related action. Go to a standard report, run the standard report. This is the active employee list here you go to. This is do not use, but anyways, you will be able to do the actions. Here a standard report. There is one copy options. When you get the copy options, let's say here, I'm just mentioning Ganesh, active employees, and removing this copy. creating a temporary report that it will be automatically deleted after some time. That I will explain later how that works. Let's say I have copied that active employees delivered report. Here, what you need to do now is when you will copy, you will be able to see some options here, some fields here. For example, report name or type in, data source type, primary business objects. You need to just explore all these things. You explore. What are this? Business, object, field, sort. I'm going to explain each and everything. What is this business object? What is this field? But from your side, you just have a high level view of the report. Like what are the options? You can see in this report here, you can see option of sorting, then filtering, then there is sub filter, then prompt output, share, advance. Just try to explore all of these things. Definitely. You don't know all these things. Why we have share option, why we have output option, that is something I'm going to explain, but at least you just explore what are the options. What are the fields you can see when you are actually copying it? Standard report. This will be another activity. You will be able to do this, all these things, right? I mean, you are having one or two or time, right? Yes, I mean, just try to do this and we can discuss, later in upcoming sessions. Dates will be very fruitful when you will explore this custom reports or the options of custom reports. You will be having questions, which you will be able to understand, you will be able to ask. I would say always, when you are attending any session, try to explore a bit about that session and then come to the session. It will help you to build your patience and understand things in a clear way. Anyways, this will be your activity number 2. Your first activity is explore Workday standard report, the delivered report which is supplied by Workday. Your second activity would be copy one, a standard report. Give your name and then explore what are the options you can see in that report. And also try to modify some of the options here in this columns. Let's say there are 8 fields. Just try to, if you want to add some fields, you can just click on this plus and try to add some base. Then if you want to remove fields, then try to just click on this. You will be able to remove face. You just do this kind of exploration. Then we will discuss this reporting stuff in detail tomorrow. Next thing is in this, when there are two options of copy list and delivered report, one option I showed you, option 1 is run standard report. Go to related action, standard report, and then you will be able to see option copy. Option 2 is you have one task, copy a standard report in custom report. Not sure, in order to let me check that, copy a standard report to custom report. Here the task is copy a standard report to custom report. If you already know the name of the standard report which you want to copy, you can simply search for this task in the search box, and then you just mention the report name. You will be able to copy the standard report. You have to copy the standard report with both the options just to understand what are the options we have to accomplish. Each and every activity Workday offers many persons at least 2 to 3 options. To copy one standard report, Workday is offering 2 options. There are 2 ways by which you can copy Just explore these two options. As part of this activity only can I get some more time, like 5 to 10 minutes, or I won't take much time. I will take 10 more minutes. This activity, you are clear, right? What do you need to do? If you have any question related to this activity, you can ask. All good. Now the next thing is, there's one more thing which I just want to, cover today, and then we will continue tomorrow. When you will copy any custom report, let me click in custom report. There is one option, report tags. Report tags means categorization. Let's say you are working in reporting section in your company in Workday when you will join. There are multiple roles. Some of you will become will go in the reporting domain where you just need to work on the reports. Some of you can go in the integration where you need to work on integration, calculated fields, and reports as well, and then the functional configurations. Now let's say you are working in reporting domain. There you need to create every day. You are just working on reports. You are building new reports. Benefits team is asking for new reports. Substance team is asking for new reports. Payroll team is asking for new reports. Compensation team is asking for new reports every day. Many people will, approach you and they will ask you to create multiple reports based on their requirements. In these cases, let's say if you want to categorize all the reports, if you want to segregate all the report, let's say if you want to see all the reports which are used in compensation domain, for those kind of things, what we generally do is we create report tags. Reports tags are very simple. There is no much use of report tags. The main use of report tags is to search your reports in a particular way, to categorize your reports in a particular way. For example, let's say I am building this report for integration. What I'll do is I'll tag this report with integration tag. When I'll search here add integration, let's say I'll search add integration. When I search for art integration, I'll be able to, all these, whatever reports you will be able to see. All these report definitions are tagged with our report tags integration. If I open this report in a new tab, oh, they have not even. Basically, these have. Basically, you know what I'm trying to, explain. Here is see this report. Tags will be used for the categorizations. When you will be. I mean, this is a government sentence. Here and there are many, flaws, but, we are going to learn. Basically, whenever I will say like, you create a separate tags for, your name with your name. You can simply create a report tags from here. Just click on here. There is a report tag. Create a report tags you. You need to create a report tag for the very first time. Now let's say, Karuna is working on the course. He's, creating, many reports in the system, for learning. Kind of what you will do is whenever you create any report, at very first time you create a report tag with your name Karuna, and then after that, whatever report you will be working, you will be creating, just add your name in the report tags. Let's say here I am creating one tag Ganesh, that is someone has already created Ganesh new. I created this now. Next time, whenever I'll create any report or work on any report, I'll just tag with my name if let's say I forget whatever I have created. I'll simply type here Ganesh new. There is just one report that my name, Ganesh. Just now I created this tag and only one report is tagged with, this, new report tag, that is integration activity, which I created just now. See, you will be able to see just one. Just one. This is the purpose of this report tags. You segregate, report in different sections. Now let's say you now involved there are multiple modulus benefit module, absence module. You are creating 5 reports for absence, 2 reports for benefits. How can you segregate exactly? You create a different tag for benefit and you create a different tag for absence. Whenever you are creating a report for absence of the space, you just tag that report with the absence. Whenever you are creating report for the benefits, team, you just tag that report with the benefits. Report tag, and you can simply, it will help business as well. You just ask them to search report where this means rat colon, that tag name. They will be able to see all the reports which has been created for that particular module and which are shared with them. Let's say you have created 5 reports and that 5 report in all those 5 reports, you have tagged this connection. You have access to view all the reports. You will be able to view all the 5 reports, but that business won't be able to see all the 5 reports in those 5 reports. If you have several shared reports, only 2 reports. They will be able to view only 2 reports. If you have saved shared 3 report, they will be able to see C3 reports. Whatever reports are shared with them, they will be able to search via this tag names. Are you clear? What is the use of this report tags? Or any question with this report tags? I'm just adding here one more thing in activity. Create the report tag with your name and tag the copied report with your newly created report tag names. See, I don't have options to, put this activity in the chat. I do not see any option. But have you all noted all these things like whatever you have to do noted or phenomena? All these things now you can remember as well. And this is a very first session actually. You can remember, also. But, If you don't remember, you just type all these things, or take a screenshot and then just perform this activity today. Today we have covered very basic things. We have not covered many things. The reason is it's just the first session. Now I'm not going with that phase gradually. Definitely I'm going to increase the speed of the session. We are going to discuss a lot of items in the session, but that is something we will learn gradually. Initially I'm just I want you guys to be familiar with this Workday screen, and all what options we have Workday, what options we have in custom reports. That's why I'm just giving you activity to explore and do the basic actions. Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel. For more information, contact us sales@uptalk.com.